It's two things I want to address, right? First thing is looking at setbacks as setbacks, because that's really just a figment of your imagination. And two, I want to talk about the fact that people love to be so fixed on being the same person. You know, when they elevate in life, oh, I'm still the same me, I'm still the same old such and such. It's like, why? You don't think that being the same version of yourself that you were in your survival mode and that poverty mindset shouldn't change? You think that should be the same way? That's the Nine of Pentacles in reverse. And living beyond your means is on this card, and that just relates to me with the being the same person. It just says to me that you want to be popping it and living like it whole time on the inside. You don't feel that way. Whole time on the inside, you don't feel that way. And you really have to make yourself feel good with the material things that you may come across and that you may get, because you may have leveled up, but if you don't feel good on the inside, the material stuff don't matter. Like, the challenge that you facing by trying to maintain control of who you are is always going to be there when you keep saying, oh, I'm the same me, I'm gonna be me. And also the challenge you keep facing as far as your life looking like a repeating cycle, because you keep saying, oh, I'm the same person. Not that, I'm sorry. Because you keep saying you getting set back instead of allowing yourself to be gradually growing everywhere, every step. I hope this is making sense, because let me breathe. All right, so with the challenges, with the whole setbacks, you have to stop speaking that over your life, because it is never a setback. You always are going forward. It's just what you're going towards. You may make steps towards those goals, but then you might get sidetracked for a second, and now you're making steps towards that. You're not losing any of the steps that you put in on the way to your goal. The steps are still there. The steps will always be there. The steps will never go anywhere. So because you decided to go into a comfort zone and sit in a energy that's against what you are praying for and planning for, and you engage with that, it does not mean you set yourself back. You gotta have your mind over matter at all times. And this is for both of them, the setbacks and the, oh, I'm still the same me. You gotta have your mind over matter with the setbacks. No, it's never a setback. It's always forward momentum. And with the, I'm still the same me, why you want to still be the same person that you were a while ago? You leveling up. Everything should elevate. The environment, the physical should not be the only thing that's elevating. Your mind should be expanding. You should be thinking and seeking new ways of living. You should be removing that survival mindset and moving to a thriving mindset. Those new ideas, you need to follow them through. You need to allow those new ideologies and thinking patterns to come alive. And this for the setbacks, looking at them as progression still, because like I said, you made steps towards your progression in one place, and then you made a decision to go another way that's against that plan. Doesn't take away any steps from that plan. Once you tap back in on that plan, you're still going. But you're always going forward. It just depends on what direction you're headed in. Even when you move with a situation or a person or a mindset that's against what you are developing. You're still moving forward. You're just moving forward in that direction. It's just about your direction, which way you want to go with it, you know. But stop looking at it as a setback. It's still moving forward. It's still forward movement. I mean, stop neglecting the fact that stop neglecting the fact that not stop neglecting. Stop looking at it as a setback. Start looking at it as like, okay, this is movement. This is still movement. It's just in this direction. Even though I want to go this way, I'm going this way right now. I'm still moving forward, and that direction is still forward movement. It's just on a pause right now because I'm over here. But once I tap back in, I'm going to pick right back up where I was at. And with the whole, I'm still the same person, you got to let that shit go. That's why Jay-Z became so successful. He let that, because he has a song, I Never Change. Now, do we know this man personally? Well, do I know him personally? No. But from what I seen, from the blueprint all the way to 444, he changed a lot. He became a billionaire. And regardless of how people, oh, he did this and that to get it, I don't give a fuck about none of that. I'm talking about the fact that he knew he had to change in order to elevate. And that's exactly what he did. How he did it, I have no idea. That shit got nothing to do with me. But the message is, he knew exactly what time it was and what he needed to do to get where he wanted to go. And that's another thing. He had the courage to go do that. You have to have the courage to look at those setbacks as forward movement, and you have the courage to face that ideology and that belief and change it. You gotta have the courage to, you know what? I'm not the same me. I'm leveling up. I'm ready to level up. I'm ready to pop it. Like, what are we talking about? Ain't no same me, still from the hood, still the same. No, fuck all that. I'm not, no. It's a new me. It's a new life I'm living. That old way of living, that's in the past. And I'm cool on it with it being in the past because I'm elevating. So, like, stop looking at the setbacks as setbacks. You still moving forward. I don't care if you had your own apartment and you had to move back with your parents. You're still moving forward. You just had to move back with your parents, but your life is still going. Did it pause? Did it rewind? Did you age backwards? No, you're still going forward. So it's no setbacks. It's still progression. And when you are elevated, change everything. Change your mindset. Change the way you navigate your emotions, change your relationship spiritually. And when I say change it, it really just means enhance it. You was a very, very studious person, and now you're in a league where you are used to being the smartest person in the room, but now you're in a room with everybody who is thinking the same way. You gotta step it up. Don't, oh, I've been like this. I've been the smartest person in the room. No, keep growing, keep studying, keep learning to keep hold of that position. You know, enhance it though. Like I said, keep learning, keep studying. If you was a very studious person growing up, and now you're in a room full of scholars, make sure you still standing out how you was before by studying. How did you stand out before? You were studying, so keep doing that. Don't let no, oh, I'm in a new area. I'm in here. No, don't let that unhealthy ego come in. Let a healthy ego be in the raps, in the situation, in the play, and then go ahead and enjoy the fruits of your labor. Because when you allow yourself to change your mindset, you'll start to see new perspectives. Life becomes so easier. Life becomes fun. Life becomes a thrill. It becomes worth it. So yeah, it's never a setback. It's always progression. That mindset of I am who I am, this is who I am, will always keep you in that same spot, regardless of how much money you're accumulating. If you're not growing in here, in your heart, and with your spirit, that financial growth don't matter. None of that shit matters, because banks could close tomorrow. Matter of fact, today, in an hour, all that money can be wiped out, and then what? Exactly. So yeah, just have the courage to face yourself. The challenge is only a challenge because you're making it, and you really just fighting yourself. Stop fighting yourself. Let those new ideas flow. Try one more time every time. Keep trying again and again. Keep your head, keep your mind over the matter, and then develop that self-worth. Stop living beyond your means. Live below your means. That's a healthier way to live anyway. But yeah, that's it.